There is a certain magic to a Ferrari. You do not simply see it, you feel it. It is a jolt to the system, a shape that speaks a universal language of speed, passion, and immense capability before a single wheel has turned. This visceral reaction is not an accident. It is the result of a meticulously crafted design code, a secret language passed down through generations of engineers and artists in Maranello. This code is built on three fundamental pillars: the emotional power of its form, the uncompromising purpose of its function, a relentless drive toward the technological frontier. This is the story of how Ferrari sculpts desire. The core thesis is simple yet profound. Ferrari's design is not just about making a pretty car. It is a delicate and often brutal negotiation between what is beautiful and what is fast. This interplay creates an identity so strong that the car is recognizable even as a fleeting red blur. Understanding this design DNA is key to appreciating what makes a Ferrari more than just a collection of parts. Form, in the Ferrari lexicon, is about creating an emotional response. It is the initial powerful attraction. The shapes are almost always organic, inspired by the tension and grace of a predator poised to strike. Look at the Ferrari 250 GT Berlinetta Lusso from the 1960s. Its lines are soft, impossibly elegant, and flowing. The long, sweeping bonnet hints at the powerful Colombo V12. The Colombo V12 beneath it. The delicate calm tail at the rear provides a neat, aerodynamic finish. The glasshouse is light and airy, giving the car a sense of grace rather than brute force. Design is pure sculpture, every curve meant to evoke beauty and effortless speed. This sculptural tradition continued, but it evolved. By the F355 in the 1990s, softness began to merge with sharpness. F355, classic mid-engine proportion, low nose. F355, wide, powerful haunches. Details became more purposeful. Side air intakes, more than holes. They fed air to the engine. They also broke up the visual mass, making the flank leaner, more athletic. Certain elements became sacred icons across decades. Twin round taillights, a Ferrari signature. F40, simple, functional circles. 458, Italia, prominent LEDs. 296 GTB, integrated light signature. Headlights and grille give personality, elegant, aggressive, futuristic, before you even hear the engine. For every beautiful curve on a Ferrari, there is a corresponding functional imperative. This is where the engineers take the lead, and the designers must find a way to make science beautiful. At Ferrari, function is not an afterthought. It is the very skeleton upon which the beautiful skin is stretched. The primary purpose is always performance, which in the world of supercars is dominated by two forces: power and aerodynamics. Every vent, wing, and channel you see on a modern Ferrari is there to manage the air, to cool the monstrous engine, to press the car onto the tarmac at speed. Take the Ferrari 488 Pista as a prime example. Its design is a masterclass in functional aerodynamics. The most striking feature is the S-duct at the front. It is a channel that takes high-pressure air from the front bumper, directs it up through the bonnet, and accelerates it over the windscreen. This process creates a massive amount of downforce over the front axle, pinning the nose of the car to the road for sharper turn-in and greater stability. The designer's job was to integrate this complex aerodynamic device into a shape that still screamed Ferrari, and they succeeded brilliantly. The engineer comes with a problem. The solution must be elegant. On the LaFerrari, enormous side intakes become part of a dramatic, flowing profile. Ferrari pioneered F1-derived carbon fiber, strong and astonishingly light, turning function into its own aesthetic. The greatest challenge to Ferrari's design code is happening right now. The automotive world is pivoting toward electrification. That shift fundamentally alters the very architecture of a car. For a brand defined by the sound and fury of its internal combustion engines, this is an existential moment. How do you design a Ferrari when the heart is no longer a V8 or V12, but a silent battery pack and electric motors? The answer is found in hybrid models like the SF90 Straight-Ale and 296 GTB. The SF90 is the first series production plug-in hybrid from Maranello, and its design reflects this new duality. It retains the classic low, wide, mid-engine proportions, but the details tell a new story. Lower, more solid engine cover for hybrid components. Up front, the traditional large grille is gone, replaced by subtle intakes. Motors need less cooling air. This changes the face, sleeker, more futuristic, like a spaceship on four wheels. Batteries sit low to drop the center of gravity. This affects seating position and overall height. Designers work around new hardpoints using visual tricks, dark rocker panels, complex surfacing, sharp creases to keep the stance low and athletic. Active aerodynamics will become even more sophisticated. Wings and flaps morph in real time. Lighting unlocks radical new expressions. Exteriors become dynamic canvases, yet remain true to Ferrari. In the final analysis, Ferrari's design secret is not a rigid set of rules, but a resilient, evolving philosophy. It is a masterful balancing act. Form provides the emotion, the stop-and-stare beauty that first captures the heart. Function provides the performance, the substance that delivers the thrill. The future provides the challenge, forcing constant innovation. This tension has forged Ferrari's identity for over 75 years. The 250 GT represented an era where form was king. Flowing lines and perfect proportions created rolling art. The F40 was an unapologetic celebration of function. Every scoop and wing served speed. Today, the SF90 reconciles these extremes while adding the future of hybrid power. The code is a living language telling new stories without forgetting its origins. Even a silent Ferrari can still speak volumes. This relentless pursuit of balance is why we must care about design. It is not frivolous decoration. Design is the bridge between the human soul and the machine. It transforms engineering into an object of desire, a tool of performance into a source of joy. Ferrari's commitment to this principle is what separates it from the rest. How it looks is as important as how it makes you feel behind the wheel. As silent powertrains and autonomy rise, design becomes even more critical to keep the cars feeling alive. Their legacy suggests they will succeed. Different in look and sound, but destined to stir the soul. A design code built to last forever.